Hey everybody, Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. I hope you guys are doing well. Since Diane... I picked up this Hamilton Beach breakfast sandwich maker for $8 at the auction. Brand new, never used. Just plugged it in. I'm actually preheating it, and then I'm gonna make my own custom egg McMuffin here as soon as it's done preheating there. Alright, got the green light there, so open this up carefully. Leave that one down there. Stick some ham in there. Some ham. Put bacon in there. Put a slice of cheese right there, and put this down, and crack an egg there. Kind of break that egg up a little bit in there. And then I guess you just put this right on top of it like that. Close it up, and let it cook for a little bit. See how this turns out. This guy, that'll drop egg and sandwich down together. I'm gonna let it go a little more though. Okay, I think I may have took the egg part out too soon because I'm seeing some egg come down here, but I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see here. Hey, we got a sandwich. Grab the spatula here. Whoa, yeah! That looks amazing! What a cool little machine. I like that. Okay. Wow, that is delicious. That's a cool machine. I like that a lot. That came out great. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It is the next day. A couple updates on the bus build and where we left off in my last video. Some updates on that, as well as... bear with me. We're fighting the weather in Mississippi. We're kind of losing that battle right now because we have to, first of all, ignore every forecast that's out there. Secondly, you got to get as much done as you can when it just stops raining a little bit. Okay, so that's what Billy and I are working on. I'm not filming as much anymore, unfortunately, because oftentimes we're out there with rain, or it's just we got to go because here comes the rain and thunderstorms. But a couple updates inside the bus because a couple people noticed this in my last video and pointed it out in the comments, and you're right, I'll just be the first to admit. Here in the shower area, yeah, we filled up the water tank again, turned on the water heater, in fact, and did not get any hot water. It was a little baffling at first, honestly, because on the water heater itself, the pressure relief valve was giving us hot water, but this, when you turn it to the hottest, would not give us any hot water. And so if we look down in our compartment here, you will see that Billy and I have changed the orientation of the water heater. The bracket has not installed yet. It comes with a bracket on the back to mount it to the floor, and it says in the directions you can mount it to the floor. However, that is incorrect, y'all. Just like your standard home water heater, this can only be installed one way. And that is with the pressure relief on the top, the cold water going in to the very bottom, the hot water being heated and brought to the top and taken out right there. For some reason, when it's laying flat on its side, like the one flat spot, like right now, it can just tip over. We still have to, because it's curved on the bottom, the way we have it set up. But this is the only way it actually works and produces hot water. Now, this was always pouring out hot water at the pressure release valve outside underneath the bus there. But the hot output right here was not working the way we had it installed with the bracket directly on the floor that way. So we're going to find a way to position this, maybe build up some 2x3, 2x4s here on this side and put the bracket back on the back and mount it to the side of the wall. But that's the problem with some of these Chinese parts is the directions are very unclear. But hey, before we get into today's bus projects, I do want to thank my video sponsor. Thank you, CyberGhost VPN, for sponsoring today's video. With over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot, it's one of the best VPNs out there today. It's a great choice for me, and let me tell you why having a VPN is essential for protecting my digital privacy. Plenty of eyes are watching you when you go online. Even incognito mode does not prevent that. If you're like me, I like free Wi-Fi when it's available. Sure, why not? But your info can be tracked so easily, and that's where CyberGhost VPN comes in. Choose one of over 100 locations from your iPhone, laptop, or tablet to browse to encrypt and reroute all of your traffic through their secure servers. Unlock those geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime, so you can enjoy all the content available to you that you're already paying for. Whether Windows, macOS, Android, or iOS, you can protect up to 7 devices together, so that's perfect for sharing with friends and family. With my custom link right in the video description below this video, score their best deal ever. Just $2.03 a month plus 4 months free. It's like 84% off the regular price, guys. There's a 45-day money-back guarantee, so you got nothing to lose. It's a must-have for me, and if you use my link in the video description below, it's a great way to support this channel, us sharing information back and forth. It says I want to invest in this channel so I can make better content and finish this bus. Thanks again, CyberGhost VPN, for sponsoring this video. Now back to, well, several projects going on right now. Now, we knew that we had to waterproof the ceiling here. I love these planks, guys. I love these planks. This is probably my most cherished thing in this entire bus, but we need to waterproof the ones in there. And as you can see, can you see? Yeah, they got polyurethane. Waterproof polyurethane. That's 2 coats right there. It's messy, guys. I had to keep a paper towel with me and wipe everywhere where I got it, everywhere. And it wasn't cheap either. It's Verathane. This is at Home Depot. This is Spar polyurethane. This is superior mold and mildew resistant and seals out water. So it's a wood-specific sealer that is meant to seal out water. Now, I love how it turned out in there. I'm not excited about how messy it was. However, it's bugging me just looking down the bus and then looking over here, for instance. Like, I mean, the wood looks amazing. I love that look. But then as soon as, let me get a flashlight and show you this. Hang on. Oh, look, flashlight. Perfect. Okay, so again, going from just the plain wood here, and then as we go over to the poly, man, that looks awesome. It just has that wet, glossy look, and it changed those ceiling planks right there. I only did up to the line right there where the shower curtain's gonna be. There's a good shot. See that? How glossy and just beautiful that wood looks with that polyurethane sealer. And so now I'm like, but understand that little section right there was not fun to do. And it did take 2 coats to get it to look like that. If I'm really going to do the rest of this bus, it is going to be an incredibly messy job because the poly, you're up here, the poly just wants to come down the brush all over my hand. So I had wrapped the brush around in paper towels and it still went all over. So we're going to have to go get some plastic wrap because I got to protect all, like everything else in here. I mean, I already got my California King bed back there and the toilet and the TV and the air conditioner and the refrigerator and the catio area here and the carpet and the floor. So we've actually put down a runner to collect our muddy shoes when we come in and out because oftentimes we make a lot of trips through here. But in this video, I'm going to decide if we're going to do it. We actually do have to go to Home Depot because to finish that back area, the Billy's nailer, we need the fuel cartridges to be able to do that. So I have to go to Home Depot for that. If we wanted to, I could go get some plastic wrap to cover the protective areas and some more poly because that's not going to be enough to do the whole bus 2 coats. So I'm just thinking, okay? Let me just think here. I will be uploading this video with some connected internet, so also check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet on the road. My internet situation's still working well out here. Let me grab my keys and think about this. I'll let you know at Home Depot. All right, just got back from Home Depot. Grabbed a chicken sandwich combo at Burger King. I guess I've fully committed to this one. Yeah. All right. It's funny because you think about it. I should have done this in the other order. I should have put poly on the ceiling planks before I installed them outside. But I didn't know I wanted to do them then. I thought I was happy with how it looks, and I still am. But again, when you see what the shower ones look like over there. Again, the plain planks here as we transition into the shiny ones. Well, as it turned out, we actually got a discounted gallon of the interior oil-based here. A whole gallon. Because we don't need the shower proofing, mildew, all that stuff for the rest of the interior. So, got this one, I think 30% off because it's damaged, because it's because the darn can is dented, and that's it. So, also got a 10 by 20 sheet of drop cloth to protect everything, and I'll just move that around, and gonna be applying it a little differently. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't know if this is going to be better or worse, to be honest, rolling it on versus paintbrushing. Because I noticed that every time I would come up to paint with the brush, it would just drip down the brush. It would drip down the brush and all over my hands. So I had to keep paper towels handy, and I was wiping the shower. I have a feeling that the roller is going to be just as messy, right? But I'll have plastic down protecting everything. It'll just be probably me taking off my shirt and protecting my hat, you know, and having paper towels, and I'll just go take a shower afterwards. But also this interior stain, or poly, whatever you call it, hopefully I won't get high on the fumes, because I'll tell you what, this one this one got me a little bit. It's rated for exterior. It's a little overkill in here, but we just had to make sure that this was watertight, you know? I mean, I've invested so much into this shower system. Yeah. So, I'll jam to some tunes, and I'll give you a few updates here, okay? I guess. Okay, well, so far so good on the first coat here. There's definitely some imperfections, and I'm going to do 2 coats just like I did above the shower, but just kind of working our way down here, basically doing half, doing up to the lights. And that way I can just kind of move the piece of plastic as I go. I think I'm just going to finish the passenger side with a good 8-foot chunk of this wrap. Go all the way to the bed. And then I think I'll just come back and do the second coat right after it, because by the time I get done going all the way down the bus, this will be ready to start the second coat. Ooh, I really like that reflection of it though. Wow. Yeah. It does say on the can that 2 coats are preferred, recommended. 2 coats recommended. So yeah, you could probably get away with 1, but we have enough for 2 coats for the whole roof. So much better than this. There's nothing wrong with this. Again, I could have lived with it without poly, but sometimes you don't know until you figure it out. Okay. All right, let's turn the music back on and finish the passenger side. Okay. There's 1 coat all the way through. Definitely some light spots, you know, some imperfections. I think it's the same thing with paint, is why they say 2 coats, just because, I mean, 1 looks fine. There's a lot of people who would be perfectly fine with just 1 coat. But I tell you, you get up close, and man, I love that gloss, that gleam. Does look really cool, but we can do better. Second coat's gonna be worth it. Wow. Okay, it is now 11 p.m. and whew. Okay, let me get this last coat on. I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Morning, everyone. That was a little bigger job than I thought last night, but once you start something, I mean, oh my gosh. And possibly not the best idea of mine to do it with all the windows and doors closed and air conditioning last night. I didn't even know how it was affecting me until I got outside and tried to walk. And I'm like, whew, that was a trip. Luckily, it was a short trip. It only the high only lasted for about 45 minutes, and then I was back to normal. But ventilate if you're going to do that job. Unless you want to have a really good time afterwards. Overall, I'll say it's not a huge change. It's really not. We went from a flat matte look to a glossy, I mean, you can see reflections and stuff, so I think that's really cool. I do think it's better. I think it's 100% better, but I also think it's just about your personal choice. Some people would rather it stay flat, matte black, or matte. I really like the reflection. It gives it more of that, can I say, boat feel? I mean, most all boats have that veneer polished glossy wood inside and outside, so I think it gives it more of a nautical look for me. So for this bus build, I think doing the poly on that is a good thing. I really like how it came out though. Yeah! Billy and I are gonna button up the shower area, finish up the walls on this side, put in the table again here with the hinge. We can close this off with some screws, but we still may need access. And essentially, at least the shower is functional. If I need to use the shower or say it's done, I can simply put a 5-gallon bucket underneath that P-trap and everything is functional on this side. Just not the kitchen and so far not the toilet area. Toilet's not hooked up. I think I need to clean this place up though. I want to spend the night in here tonight. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Alright, let's watch some TV in the bus! By the way, I also made some changes here. I moved the TV a little closer to the wall. I centered the credenza here with my record player right there. I got to add a couple shelves, but I wanted it to be centered to the TV here. Next to the mini split there is where there's going to be a little mini counter bar right there. Oh, on the other side of the fridge, actually, let me pause this. Well, here's the wonderful thing about paint. If you don't like it, you can paint right over it. Diana's not here right now, but when I first introduced this idea, I had brought up the idea of painting my custom Catio still litter box the same exact turquoise as the exterior of the bus. And she was okay with it then. We did get that brown paint, but I have decided that I wanted to paint it turquoise. And I'm not going to go overboard. The whole bus is not going to be like this, but it's such a center point, and when you're standing and looking in from the door, looking in, I think it just ties the bus together being turquoise. So, there's that. The rest of the walls, Diana and I are probably going to paint them all white together. She got the same Bear Dynasty paint, one coat guarantee paint for the walls. So all the walls will be white in here to accent all of our nautical decorations and stuff. Of course, my credenza's turquoise, and a few things are also going to be this color, but not everything. Not everything, because, yeah, we'll just see. Oh, there's one other thing. Diana and I have been to several auctions here in Mississippi. We love auctions. As a matter of fact, there are so many things that you have not seen in Billy and Michelle's house, in our room, in our spare room, in there, of decorations, but this one Diana doesn't even know about yet. I think most people will recognize this device from the movie Titanic. At least that's where most of us were first introduced to the engine room telegraph machine, where the captain above would go, and he would say slow or half or full or whatever, and then down in the engine room they will be able to read that and be able to do the same thing. Match whatever they want upstairs. So this is a really neat steel replica that I got online. And I don't know where it's going to go yet. Or how I'm going to keep it from tipping over and whatnot. But it is freaking cool, guys. Our nautical bus is coming along, and it's killing me inside to have all of these nautical themes stored in the house and not on the walls already. But we gotta paint these walls and we gotta prep them and everything, so just calm down, Eric. Calm down. It's all gonna come together eventually. I've been talking with Diana several times a day, every single day. I'm on Yang duty, so she's got her bus Shira over there, and I've been checking in on Yang and make sure her litter box is good and her water's good, and giving her some extra treats. And she's not happy with me right now because she would rather have a lifestyle where she were able to go outside at her own leisure like she normally does. Right now, I'm not comfortable with that when Diana's not here, so she does kind of have to stay in the bus. But I go out there 2 or 3 times a day and interact with her and try to tell her, I'm sorry, it's all going to get better in a couple days when Mom gets back, but I can't have you out unsupervised right now. So... in the meantime, I'm going to spend the night here in the bus with all the kitties in the new litter box below. And we're going to see how this goes. Before I go, don't forget to click that link in the video description below, guys, for that special offer from Cyber Ghost VPN, exclusive offer for viewers of Nomadic Fanatic channel. The application will protect your data while you browse and give you access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free. Check it out. Link in the description. I will see you guys in the next video.